Jehovah's Brooklyn Mafia boss.
Barb Anderson's Memories of Max Larson. By Dogpatch. 13 years ago. I remember one story that Max told us then, and it isn't found in his 1989 life story in the Watchtower. When Watchtower volunteers were working on a Bethel construction project in the Heights neighborhood in the early 1970s, primarily interior work, Max said he was in his factory office when he received a call from the receptionist at the factory lobby reception desk informing him that he had visitors. He arranged for the visitors to go to the old Squibb building lobby at 30 Columbia Heights. At that time the front door was just about under the bridge that connected the two Squibb buildings together, 25 and 30 Columbia Heights, and it was in the 30 Columbia Heights building lobby where we were actually sitting at that time talking to Max. The visitor who greeted Max in the Squibb building lobby was a top Brooklyn Mafia boss, an older man escorted by some pretty tough-looking associates. His huge black limo was parked outside of the lobby door, Max said, something not allowed by the police as it was a no-parking area. The Mafia boss had gotten wind that Watchtower was using non-union construction labor to do work on the inside of its buildings. In no uncertain terms, Max was told Watchtower construction work had to be done by union members only. For instance, I remember Max telling us that the Mafia controlled the plumbers' union and there was a rotation system in place to determine which plumbing company got the next big job, etc. The Mafia boss said that under no circumstances could Watchtower use non-union people, but only a union-approved plumbing company could do the plumbing renovation work inside Watchtower buildings, or else there would be trouble. Max told us that he was extremely concerned about the future of Watchtower's expansion plans and couldn't think of any way to handle the problem except to witness to the man. This he did by explaining the non-profit work of Jehovah's Witnesses. First, he told the boss that all the workers lived at Watchtower and were volunteers. He next asked the Mafia guy if he was Catholic, which he was. Then Max talked about the Lord's Prayer and how Catholics prayed for God's kingdom to come, and said that's what Catholics and Jehovah's Witnesses have in common. Plus, he explained about the witnesses announcing the soon-to-come kingdom where all people would belong to one big brotherhood, everyone working in harmony. That idea really seemed to resonate with the boss, Max said. In Max's opinion, it was witnessing that turned the tide for Watchtower with the Brooklyn boss backing off from his demand. Subsequently, Max was assured by the boss that from then on, Watchtower was the only organization in the NYC area that could use their own workers, volunteers, to do all interior construction work without interference, which Watchtower continues to do until this day. Without a doubt, Max was very proud of what he had accomplished, and from what he further told us, he believed that this was another reason to prove that Jehovah was behind the then Watchtower building expansion program in Brooklyn Heights. Of course, Joe and I were very impressed with this positive outcome, proving to us as well Jehovah's blessings. Does this story sound plausible to you? For anyone who doesn't know who Max Larson was. Do you believe that Max Larson would just go downstairs and meet anybody that came knocking? Without knowing who they were? Or, by prior arrangement? What really happened? And what did Watchtower really do for, or give to, the Mafia, to be able to carry on their business? Money? Or something else?